Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ghea FITRI ANNISA with ID student 332100056. I'm here to make a video for final project of pronunciation drill. Part 1. Baby caterpillar was tired. All summer long she had been traveling slowly through the green world where she lived, and feeding on the green leaves that grew near her home. Now autumn had come and Mother Nature had given a holiday to the leaves, who put on their new dresses of red and gold and played tag with the breezes. Baby caterpillar wanted to play too, but could not run so fast as the happy little leaves, and she grew very tired and thought she would take a nap. So she found a cozy place among the branches of a grapevine and made herself a soft silky blanket. Then she rolled herself away within it, and then in her quiet little cradle went to sleep. One night, late in the fall, Jack Frost came over the hill. He spied the cradle swinging to and fro, and began to play roughly with it, for he is a roguish little fellow and touches everything that comes in his way. But the warm blanket hid the little spirit bird so that Jack could not find her. By and by King Winter came, bringing beautiful snow blankets to Mother Nature's flower babies. He gently rocked the cradle as he passed and whispered, "Sleep, baby, sleep. You have no need of my blankets." At last, spring came with the sunbeams, the best and merriest of Mother Nature's helpers. They awoke the flowers from their long winter nap and called to the birds and the brooks to begin their songs. When they came to the little brown cradle, they stopped to rest, and baby caterpillar began to get very warm under the thick blanket. She woke up and stretched herself, and her cradle broke, and she came out to greet the spring. But what a change! Instead of the old dingy dress that she went to sleep in, she now had a beautiful yellow one. And instead of crawling among the leaves, she flew up and away into the sweet spring air to play with the sunbeams and flowers. And the little children called her a butterfly. Part 2. Read this poem correctly. Billet does not rhyme with ballet. Bouquet, wallet, mallet, callet. Blood and flour are not like food, nor is mold like should and wold. Viscose, viscount, load or road. Toward to forward to reward. And your pronunciation's okay. When you correctly say croquette, rounded, wounded, grief and sieve, friend and fin, alive and life. Ivy, privy, famous claimer, and enamour rhyme with hammer. Rifle, tom, bomb, come, doll and roll, and some and home. Stranger does not rhyme with anger, neither does devour with clangor. Souls but foul, hound but aunt, fond, front, one, want, grant. Shoes, goes, does, now first say finger, and then singer, ginger, linger. Real zeal, mouth, goes, gouge, and gouge. Marriage, foliage, marriage, and age. Query does not rhyme with fairy, nor does fairy sound like bury. Does, lost, pause, and dot, cloud, lot. Job, knob, bosom, transom, old. Though the differences seem little, we say actual but fictional. River does not rhyme with diver. Fover does and zephyr, haver. Mint, pint, senate and sedate. Doll, bull, and George, eight late. Scenic, Arabic, Pacific, science, conscience, scientific. Liberty, library, heave and heaven. Rachel, age mustache 11. We say hello but aloud. People, leopard, thought but thought. Mark the differences moreover between mover, cover, clover, leeches, breeches, wise, precise, careless but police and lies. Camel, constable, unstable, principal, disciple, label. Pedal, panel and kennel. Wait, surprise! Played from my promise, Paul. Worm and storm, chase, chaos, chair. Senator, spectator, mayor. Tour, but hour and soccer for. Gas, alas, and Arkansas. Sea, idea, Korea, area. Palms, Maria, but malaria. Youth, south, southern, cleanse and cleaned. Doctrine, turpentine, marine. Compare alien with Italian, dandelion and battalion. Sally with Ellie, ye, I, a, way and key. Say ever, but eve ever. Favor, neither, lesser, skein, deceiver. Horn, gunnery, canary, crayfish, and device and airy. And the last is part 3. British twister tongue naturally. The first is slow mode. 1. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would chuck he would as much as he could, and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. 2. Can you can a can into an uncan can like a canner can a can into an uncan. 3. Silly Sally swiftly shone 7 silly sheep. The 7 silly sheep silly Sally shone. Silly Sally thought the sheep shouldn't sleep in a shack. Sheep should sleep in a shack. 4. All I want is a proper cup of coffee. Made in a proper copper coffee pot. I may be off my dot, but I want a cup of coffee from a proper coffee pot. 5. Amidst the meats and coldest froths, with soundest rays and loudest boats, he thrusts his face against the pots, and still insists he sees the ghost. Second is normal mouth. 1. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. 2. Can you can a can into an uncan like a canner can a can into an uncan. 3. Silly Sally swiftly shone 7 silly sheep. The 7 silly sheep silly Sally shone silly Sally shout. This sheep shouldn't sleep in a shack. Sheep should sleep in a shack. 4. All I want is a proper cup of coffee. Made in a proper copper coffee pot. I may be off my dot, but I want a cup of coffee from a proper coffee pot. 5. Amidst the mist and coldest frost, with soundest freeze and loudest burst, he thrusts his face against the pot, and still insists he sees the ghost. His phasmal. 1. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would as much as he could, and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. So, can you can a can into an uncan like a canner can a can into an uncan? 3. Silly Sally swiftly shoots 7 silly sheep. The 7 silly sheep Sally shoot silly Sally thought. This sheep shouldn't sleep in a sack. This sheep should sleep in a sack. 4. All I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper copper coffee pot. I may be off my dot, but I want a cup of coffee from proper coffee pot. 5. amidst the mist and coldest frost with the stoutest freeze and loudest boats. He thrusts his fist against the pots and still insists he sees a ghost. I think that's enough from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.